Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel Dami Dimension. My name is Dami. In today's video we are going to be making a glamorous statement headband, and these are all the pieces that we're going to be needing for this project. This one right here is 7 by 40 inches, while this is 3 by 15. This one is 14 by 2 inches, while the elastic band I'm using is 7 inches long and is a 1-inch elastic band. All right, let's get started. So I'm starting with this bigger piece, and what I'm going to do is to fold it into two like this, and then I'm going to be coming to this edge right here where we have the fold, and I'm going to be taking 2 inches. You can take 1 inch actually or less. I'm going to tell you why later. All right, then next you come to this edge and you are going to be measuring 8 inches. So the reason why we are marking this is to give it a taper effect, which is really beautiful. So what you want to do now is to connect these 2 points together, and you are going to be cutting that out. All right, once you're done cutting, you have something that looks like this, and you are going to repeat the same thing to the other side as well. And like I said earlier, the purpose of doing this is to give it a tapered effect, which is, it's just better and beautiful. All right, so once you're done marking that and you open it up, you have something like this. And then you have to now fold it again, right sides facing each other this time around. And then you're going to be stitching this way by a 1/4 of an inch. You can use 1/2 of an inch as well, but a 1/4 of an inch is actually okay. Also, you're going to be grabbing your elastic casing, the one that is 15 by 3 inches, and you're going to be folding it into two right sides facing each other as well, and you stitch by a 1/4 of an inch all the way down. And once all that is done, this is what I have for the main piece, and for the elastic casing as well, this is what I have. All right, so what you want to do next is to turn this to the right side, and I'm going to be using the safety pin right here. You can use a fabric turner, you can use anything that you find comfortable. And after turning it inside out, you can take out your pin, and you have something that looks like this, of course. And I'm also going to turn the elastic casing to the right side as well. All right, as you can see, I'm just turning it, and once you're done turning, you should go ahead and iron it. But it's better not to iron the main piece, because if you do, it's going to create some ugly crease on it, which you don't really want to see on your headband. As you can see, I went ahead and ironed the small one really flat, whereas the big one, I didn't iron it, more or less. So, and just to show you that I iron it in a way that the seam line falls at the top like this, at the top middle. All right, if that makes sense. All right, so next thing you want to do is using the safety pin as well. I'm going to be passing my elastic band into the elastic casing, just like this. And right now, I just kind of pause and make sure I secure my elastic band here so it doesn't go back in, and then I continue bringing it out from the other side. And I also use my pin to hold it in place before I stitch. I will show you how to stitch later on. All right, so you are going to be grabbing the lining piece or the inner piece, whatever name you call it, and I'm going to be using my safety pin as well to pass this inner piece into the main piece, just like that. And this is what's going to create the magic. Just watch. So similarly, I am using a pin this time around to hold the end in place so that it stays there, and then I continue bringing it out from the other side, taking out my pin and also using another pin to hold it in place, just like that. So now you will take it to your machine and join this way by a 1/4 inch. Do the same thing on this side, or by 1/2 inch, it depends on you. All right, so here as well, I'll join by 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch, All right, so once I am done joining, I have this, and this one looks also like this. And next thing to do now is to combine both of them, and you're going to be matching them right sides facing each other. The right side is the part where the seam lines are not showing. Okay, so match the plain sides together, making sure the elastic band falls at the middle like so, and then you want to fold this side over it like this and fold the other side over it like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and trim off this ugly looking fray. All right, once that is done, then I took it to my sewing machine and I stitched that down, and it looks something like this. Then I repeated the same thing to the other side as well. And then I'm just going ahead to trim off this excess that I have here. If you want, you can overlock this edge. That's optional actually. So once that is done, just kind of flip it in this way to make the ugly end disappear. But if you can notice, you will see that the two ends that I folded did not meet together, so it's not hiding those raw edges properly. And what you can do to avoid that is, remember that I said in the beginning that you can take 1 inch instead of 2 inches when we were trying to create that kind of tapered effect look. So there you can take 1 inch instead of the 2 inches that I took, or you can even take half of an inch. That way you will have enough fabric to fold over each other here, and it's going to hide the raw edges better. Or if you're using 2 inches like I do, you can just go ahead and overlock this end, and it's going to be nice and clean as well. So that's it guys for this tutorial. I hope you like it. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for awesome tutorials like this. Again, my name is Dami and this is Dami Dimension. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.